welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing this two-piece outfit. So this video is going to be a two-part video, the sewing of the top and also the sewing for the skirt. So this is how the entire outfit is going to be. This is the two-piece. So let's do the top. So I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 4. So I've ruled out my shoulder line. So from that line, I'm marking out my shoulder. My shoulder is 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5. So I mark down my 1 inch for my shoulder slope. So from that line, I mark out my 8 inches for my armhole depth. So I'm connecting here the line. Yeah, making sure the 8 inches is straight. So now with my straight ruler, I've gone ahead to rule that out. So yeah, I want to mark out the length of my top. It's going to be a crop top, so the length of my top is about 20 inches. So I added extra 2 inches for my hem allowance. So with my straight ruler, I'm rolling that out. So yeah, I'm marking out my actual measurement divided by 4 plus my 2 inches sewing allowance. So yeah, I'm just making sure that my lines are straight. So yeah, I'm marking out my armhole curve. So I just ruled out my shoulder slope, and I'm marking out my neck depth and my neck width for the front and back. So with my curve ruler, I'll just go ahead and smoothen that out. So I'm just making sure that the lines are clean. So yeah, I'm going in by half an inch from my front neck, sorry, my front armhole. So here, so I'll just go ahead and mark my zip allowance, 1.5 for my zip allowance, because I'm going to be attaching a zipper to it. So yeah, I'm cutting that out. So I'll be using this piece as my pattern piece to cut out my lining. So my lining will be the exact same thing. The only difference will be the lining will be 2 inches shorter than the main fabric, so that I'll use it to pull the top up to clean out the hem. So yeah, I like to iron before proceeding. So yeah, I'm trying to make out the pocket. You know, the top has a pocket, so I'm trying to mark out my pocket. The measurement I used there was quite big, but when I did it the first time, I had to reduce it because it was bigger than the top. So yeah, I think I marked like 8 inches by 8 inches. See, I've gone ahead to reduce my pocket, clean it out. This is how my pocket is looking like, all nice and clean. So yeah, from the ironing, I got a crease line. It's very important for you to have a crease line so that you know the middle of the part of the dress, so you know how to place it so it will be even. So yeah, I'm just trying to align it and place it where I want it to be before going ahead to stitch it. So yeah, I'm just showing you that I've not fixed the lining yet. You have to fix the pocket before going with your lining to cover the stitch inside. So yeah, I'm just going in with my pins to reinforce it so it will not shake while I'm trying to sew it. So I've gone ahead to stitch it down. I've done my neckline and I've done my top stitch. So this is how my top is looking like. So my stitch is hidden inside. So this is what I told you, that my lining is shorter than the main fabric. So what you have now, you just pull it back to the wrong side. It is the right side of the fabric facing the right side of the lining. So you just pull the lining down because the line is obviously shorter than the main fabric. So you just pull it down with your pins. You just pin it down and go and stitch it. So when you stitch it, yeah, I'm showing you that I've gone ahead to stitch it. You just pull it from the side. So this is what it will look like. It will give it a nice finished look. Yeah. So you just go ahead and iron it. So yeah, the front piece is ready. So I'll just go ahead and do the same thing for the back. Clean out the zip allowance. Here I've gone ahead to clean out the back, the zip allowance, the neckline. I did the same thing with the hem. So this is what it's looking like. So now I want to show you how I attach my shoulder, which is what I like to do. So this is the front of my fabric facing the front side of the back piece. I'll just use the lining of the back piece and sandwich the front piece. I don't know, just watch and see what I'm trying to do. It's very easy to do. So you just carry the back piece and sandwich it with the front piece. Okay, then you just pin it and go ahead and stitch it down. So I've gone ahead to stitch it down and you pull it over. So this is how it's looking like, very nice and clean. So the front is looking like the back. So I'll just go over it again on the other sleeve for emphasis here. So I'm just showing that the front of the fabric are facing each other. Then I'm using the back piece, the lining of the back piece, to sandwich the front piece, and I'm making sure that it's aligned. See the way I'm holding it? So with a pin, this time I'll go ahead with a pin to hold that down. So if you're a beginner, you have to pin that down and straighten the other fabric, because if you don't straighten it, you'll find out that when you stitch, one piece might be under that you did not stitch. So just make sure that you arrange it. You can still go ahead and add more pins before taking it to the machines to sew. So I'm gonna ahead to do the two shoulder, and this is what it's looking like. So the next thing now is for me to go ahead and fix the zipper and do my actual fitting, then fix my sleeve. So yeah, I've gone ahead to fix my zipper, done my actual fitting, so it's left with the sleeve. So the top is looking all nice and clean. So there's no light yet to iron. So this is how my top is looking like, the finished look on my mannequin. So yeah, now I've gone ahead to iron it. That's why everything is looking flat and nice and clean. So please watch the part 2 for the skirt part. Thank you so very much for watching.